welcome back to Being Terry. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Today I have the awesome, the Terminator. I've known this guy for 7 years, guys. He's the same guy who got me from not being able to run 500 meters to pushing cars to pulling cars, because we are going to be talking all things fitness. He's a seasoned personal trainer. I've worked with him for 7 years. He's taught me 7 years. I mean, like, he was like,
yeah.
Because I remember when I first met you, it was 4 months after Kim was born. I was like so flabby.
Yeah.
And you know what was the funniest thing is when you asked me, why are you at the gym? Thinking, this guy, who are you? what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm here because I want to lose weight on my thighs. And you gave me like, what did you just say? Dude, and we had never spoken before. I'm like, I want to lose weight on my thighs. I guess that's what I also want to talk about today. You know, we have problems, Timba. Like, I'll tell you, I want to lose weight on my arms.
Okay.
And as a personal trainer, it becomes almost impossible for you to, like, unless if you manage the situation from the word go, which I think you did with me. Like, you can't do that. That's impossible.
Yeah.
So I think let's start with that, to just say, you know, what are some of the tips that a person needs to look out to in terms of whether you want to lose weight, or maybe some people actually want to gain it, or just like simply living like a healthy, fit lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because that also should be a goal that people should consider. It's not just about losing weight.
So the first thing I would look at would be, is it necessary? You know.
Yes, it is.
No, but for you, like personally, is it necessary for you to lose weight? Are you losing weight because your health is at risk, or are you doing it for superficial reasons?
For Instagram.
Right? For Instagram, I'm not against that.
No, you are, Tim.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
You are.
I'm just trying to be nice.
No, don't be. You're not about to be nice. It's not about being nice. It's about the truth.
I mean, like, is it necessary? I will take a few scenarios, right? So I coach kids from ages 4 to about age 13. I coach them Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right, which is a form of martial arts. And what I've noticed, right, that the kids who kind of have a little bit of issues, you know what I'm saying? And issues are not a bad thing. People think if like issues,
like body issues, or like emotional issues, or
life
issues.
Like life issues start from the day you enter into Mother Earth.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
You know, like, dude, like I think the moment you just come out, right, and you're looking at this doctor, you've already got problems. That's a problem already, right?
That's true.
But like some of these kids, the kids who do really, really well in the jiu-jitsu class are the kids who are who have had like a history of being bullied.
Okay.
So in their head, they're thinking to themselves, I need to learn how to do this really, really well
Because of that.
if I know how to do this, I'm able to defend myself a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to control the situation. So I mean, the reasons are so deep. You know, why are some people fit and why are some people not? Some people come from families where fitness was a
part of their lives.
It was a part of their life, and it's passed down from one generation to the next generation, and
same as the opposite, I guess.
Yeah.
With being unfit and unhealthy, it's sort of generational.
Yeah.
Well, unless if you really work 10 times harder to sort of change that.
Yeah. So to really, really like answer your question, right? Tips. I feel like tips are just
you don't have to give tips, just give guidelines.
Yeah, a guideline, like the very first thing that you'd have to know is this necessary?
The reason.
Yeah. If your answer is no, then don't do it.
I feel like a lot of people always find it necessary to lose weight, unless if you're like super anorexic, then but a lot of people, like, I find it necessary to lose 5 more kgs.
Okay.
Obviously, I've seen you grow from the time I met you, and I think I met you almost close to the time when you met the Lazarians as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw your growth from that time because I felt like I met you while you were still junior.
Yeah.
And I've seen you going to school, and I've seen you build up your knowledge muscle, and I've seen you build up in how you trade.
Yeah.
To date, we started again boxing, and I'm still thinking, who is this guy showing me other things that I don't know? Like, your growth just keeps going.
Yeah.
It's not just for you. What I like, I guess, is the fact that you don't take fitness with face value, what you say, what you see on Instagram. Oh, hi guys, this is who do 7 push-ups, you gain a muscle.
Yeah.
It just goes a little more deeper with you. And your approach is just so totally different.
Yeah.
Going from understanding the muscles, what you sort of vitamins you need, or the reason you're doing it, telling me why am I running so long, how is it going to benefit me, things like that. It's just amazing, and your growth, I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Still continuing to see it, and I guess that's why we're here.
I always make an analogy about like life and purpose, right? Life is not A to B, which is what we are always being fed. You do 10 squats, you get a bum, or you get legs.
I know, that's what you get. Like, every other page you see on Instagram, every other link you see on YouTube, it's all about, and the thing is, it's so confusing, like, because it dims the real thing. The superficial dims what the actual reality, things that can actually give you the results. Which is another thing, like timelines. You are going to the gym 1 month, 2 months, just like there is just no results. Like, what sort of timelines can the person like realistically look at? If when should I sort of expect to see some sort of result in my body or in how I feel realistically?
Worst case scenario, best case scenario would be how your body responds to exercise, right? And genetics. And that's the best case scenario, right? Worst case scenario would be how long did it take for you to become the way that you are? So you became obese. You're obese. You're walking into the gym and you're obese. How long did it take for you to get to that point, right? And if it took you 10 years, right, to get obese, prepare yourself for a journey. I know that's like the worst.
It's like hardly, I mean, it's true, but you hardly ever hear this kind of truth. Like, guys, you get to the gym and you hear promises and promises, and just pay a fee, pay me a personal trainer, and I'll make you look hot.
I mean, for some people, it does work that way. I can't take that away from certain people who did achieve that. You know what I'm saying? If I were to do that, that would mean that I'm trying to like steal the credit from what other people have done, what they have achieved. But the truth of the matter is, it's not for everybody.
That's the thing. You need to look at the situation holistically to say, this is what's possible, or this is maybe what we can achieve in the next 6 months or in the next 6 weeks. So,
what you can achieve in terms of attitude, right? I rate people's success based on their attitude, not on the results that we are seeing, right?